All right. My son and I both have a bit of a niggle. So I'm listening to this. Okay. So we have a crew here. I don't know this fella here, but I know Cenk Uygur and I know Candace Owens. Okay. And I think this video really encapsulates everything, politically speaking. That's a problem. It's disturbing. I mean, let me not listen. All right, let me go back. Let me preface this by I'm over 40. I won't say how old. I won't ask, please. I've always been an old school liberal, okay? I've always pushed for free speech. I've always pushed for the lack of wars and people dying. I've always done that. But sometime in the last 10 years, people have lost their fucking minds, okay? And they're transitioning. I mean, it's happening. You can argue that there aren't people underage having double mastectomies, and you can try to argue that 14-year-olds aren't being given hormone pills. Try all you fucking want. I'm not stupid. I've seen this stuff. I saw, there's stories about a 14, 15-year-old child calling DSS or the equivalent social services and saying, "Hey, I'm going to commit suicide if you don't come rescue me." And parents have their children taken away from them. This happened. It's actually happened. It's not a joke. So here we are. Here we are. And it's like, I don't want to agree with Cenk Uygur. Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks, I'm going to circle him here. Here we go. He drives me crazy most of the time. Anna Kasparian and Cenk. Well, there are so many moments where they just grind my gears. And there's so many times where I agree with Pierce on stuff. Okay. But Candace Owens, like I said, I'm most likely voting for Trump. And the reason I'm gonna vote for Trump is because of this the lefty ideology has gone off the rails. It's become a monster. A monster. Where children are suffering. And as soon as you start fucking with children, I have no patience. None. Sorry for shaking. I have no patience for any of that shit. Not even. Look how much space. Look, I have no patience. So here I am listening to Cenk argue about the recent Donald Trump assassination. And I have to listen to this wide eyed and I mean, listen, I understand the vaccinations with COVID. Maybe I'll make a video about what I went through about COVID. I think it would be interesting to a lot of people in the industry I worked. I was considered a frontline employee. This is another video. She is to the degree that every vaccination is a fucking joke. She wants to go back to the fucking 1880s where we have iron lung polio kids and shit. She does. Like she has children that she's not vaccinating, and she has the fucking privilege. Okay, let me tell you how about her fucking privilege. Let me point her out. This cunt, this wide-eyed fucking bitch here. Okay, here's her privilege. I have no choice. First, I want to vaccinate my son against certain things. Polio scares the shit out of me. There's a few other things. Chickenpox, I had it when I was a kid. It's scary, but I want him to have the baseline resistances to things he needs. And I know COVID has ruined this whole idea about what a they called the COVID vaccine a vaccine, and it's not. It's just not. But back to my point, this cunt has the privilege and the money to not vaccinate her children. I don't. My son is in the county schools. Okay. He will be kicked out without said vaccinations. She lives a fantasy. She doesn't live the life that everyone else on this planet lives. And she's so god dude, she's such a fucking snarky asshole. It just burns my and Chank, here I'll circle him. Chank is as much of a snarky asshole who I don't always agree with. I don't. I definitely don't agree with him on everything. I think he's diving into the lefty pool and it bothers me. And that's coming from somebody who's an old school liberal. I told you I'm over 40. And here I am. I'm almost 100% probably voting for Trump for over very basic issues. It just burns my blood. It burns my blood that we're in a position where this has all become a joke. It's all become a joke. What does it mean to be on the left? What does it mean to be on the right? When I was young, what it meant to be on the right was that you were a religious zealot, and I'm not religious. You will, again, another video we can make. And that you were a religious zealot who loved tax breaks for the rich. That's about all I knew about the right. And on the left, I thought this was about using our money for programs for people for children like my son who takes advantage of them. They're beautiful programs. They're very difficult to get. They're very time consuming to get. They're very stressful and not straightforward at all. But they exist, and it's like they're talking about they're Chang's trying to make the point about how this second assassination attempt on Trump, which is immoral, terrible, fuck you for fucking doing that, fuck off. And he's trying to say this second attempt was completely averted, which it was. This dumbass didn't get a shot off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Pierce just can't talk about it in a realistic way. He can't without it becoming a political issue. It just it drives me crazy where we've become and what we are in this point in our. I mean, Christ's sakes, what happened to the '90s? I have a very multicultural background of friendships with people. My younger brother is married a black girl, and I just met all of her family. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. I mean, why is it so cut and dry for these motherfuckers that get on these stupid fucking? I mean, look at this panel. Look at them. You got Mister, neutral. You have Mrs. fucking right as you fuck get. Vaccines cause autism, and I have an autistic son for fuck's sakes. You know, this bitch right here don't have anything to worry about, and she's not that. It's just awful. The place that which we become where we're at. It's terrifying. And this wide-eyed bitch, she listen. I talked about Destiny a few months ago. Destiny is this extremely lefty, huge streamer. I mean, he's huge. These people that follow him, it's crazy. Candace Owens is the fucking right version right here. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Beep, 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 beep. This bitch right here is the rights version of this. It's my opinion. Niggle out.